Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Dom Lovely, your source for all celebrity entertainment news from my point of view. Well, you guys, while doing some research about the cast members on season 14, Married at First Sight, I found out some very interesting information. Well, looks like Mark the Shark has recently got himself a new job. Yes, that is right. Mark is now a crew member at Chick Fil A. Very interesting, you guys. I love Chick Fil A and I just hate that it is closed on Sundays. Now, when we were first introduced to Mark during his pre-interviews, he told us that he was an executive and worked as a regional sales director. So we were under the impression that he worked as an executive or in a management role, which is fine. Absolutely not saying anything is wrong with working at Chick Fil A. I wonder what Lindsey feels about this. This is a recent position for Mark. He has listed it on his LinkedIn profile, and it looks like he's been at Chick Fil A for about 2 months as a shift manager or crew manager. So while doing some further digging, because I know that it's very expensive to live in Boston, I was just curious about how much somebody makes in that role working at Chick Fil A. So we can see here that this is the hourly salary for a manager in that role. And Chick Fil A is saying that this is above average for that area, which is very interesting. You know, Chick Fil A is one of the better fast food chains. They have excellent customer service. I never feel like I'm waiting in the line long, and they do a great job with managing traffic, getting folks in and out of the line. So I guess in Mark's position, he would be like front of the house manager or crew manager. So which means he would be responsible for making sure everything in the front of the house flows efficiently and effectively. Just curious about the salary for this role in that area. And this all kind of just goes back to the matching of these couples, you guys. I'm just doing a deep dive into what they are seeing when they're pairing some of these couples together. Because we know that Lindsey was very adamant that she wanted a man who could carry his own, that did not have any financial issues. Not saying that Mark does, because he does other things outside of Chick Fil A. But I'm just trying to get into the mindset of how they are pairing these couples. Because if you did not see my last video, there's actually a petition going around to remove Alyssa from the show. Now, we know the show has probably already wrapped, so this petition would be in effect for the next season to make sure that we are getting qualified castmates that actually are ready for love and ready to marry at first sight, and folks who are not just wanting to be on television, want to go on the free trips and live in a apartment paid for by the network. For example, Alyssa. So if you did not check out that video, again, there is a petition going around to sign to have her removed from the show. So regarding Mark, you know, Mark also did talk about on the show how he was having some issues with his landlord and how the landlord was asking him to move out of the apartment. So here are some of the pictures, and the timeline does add up. This was last year in October, so they still would have been filming then. Mark actually posted pictures of that apartment to lease out. So he has moved from that apartment, and he was posting pictures to have it leased. Yeah, so, you know, that actually did happen. He actually did have to move out of that apartment. But, you know, Lindsey seems to be a ride-or-die chick. We see her in the episode say, hey, you know, you can come and live with me. Just get your stuff. I'm going to stand by my man. And she lets him know that we have a rocky road ahead of us.
You're not going back and having an easy 48 hours. Let's just be very clear. I want to get my husband out of his crappy landlord situation. I said to him,
I just think that Mark is a very down-to-earth guy. He's very transparent, and I could tell that he must have worked in a customer service type of role because he is so calm. He definitely does not like conflict, and so if there's any areas for him to diffuse a situation, he will. So I'm sure he's a great manager at Chick Fil A, but also he does have his own company, and it's called Switch Ups. He's the CEO and founder at Switch Ups, which is a company that allows you to switch out the bands on your watches. They create and make different bands for your watches. So good for him. Hey, I mean, Mark is doing his thing, and at least he has a job, unlike somebody else on the show. You guys get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you are clicking the notification bell so you can be aware of all of my upcoming videos. And we will chat again soon. Bye.